No, the broccolis are. So we're trying to find the perennial because there are forms. What we have found though is this particular form of cauliflower, which is called Romanesco. Romanesco, I think that's how it's pronounced. I've had one of these plants in my garden now for 4 years, and it's produced twice a year since that time, and I don't do anything to it at all. The plant itself has got to this size, so it's an enormous, only about that high, and produces multiple heads. And it's one of those beautiful varieties that produces like a fractal. Right, so spinny, yeah, really gorgeous.
Is that the lime green one?
The lime green
That's
one.
the Romanesco.
Romanesco, that's the way. Thank you. Romanesco. Yeah, so again, it's sold as an annual, but it's not. It's a true perennial. Mine's 5 years old. It's 4 years fruiting.
How hard do you have to work with all these things to keep the cabbage moths away?
What I found with most of these varieties, with the exception of the broccolis, these guys, no problem. They'll come, they'll eat, and they'll go. The trick to any gardening is to have enough of the other things around so you've got your predators to go and attack those caterpillars. Whereas, of course, that's the whole thing versus polyculture, which is this sort of abundance in a garden versus lots of straight lines of
You get your grandchildren to chase them.
Now, the nutrient content of the cauliflower, these particular cauliflowers, like your purple and this one's the green one, versus the white ones, they're actually 4 times higher in these guys than the white, the nutrient content. So really good for you. This variety was grown in the 16th century in Italy. That's where it comes from. So it's got a lot of history to it. So it's a variety we need to really make sure it doesn't pass away. And interesting, with cauliflower, they don't respire as much as broccoli does. Right? Because they'll stay in the crisper drawer for quite a while before you lose all that nutrient content, unlike broccoli, which is gone, neither in cardboard. This is another form of kale. This is called Hungry Gap. This tends to be a perennial form as well of the kales, which there are quite a few. We've got and brig, which is another form of perennial kale. And you just harvest the leaves like you normally would a kale. Right? But they are quite strong. So
it's obviously to fill in the space between autumn and winter or whenever it is.
Hungry Gap, exactly. Yeah, it's far better getting the frost on them. It tends to sweeten them up a lot, so they're good from that regard. I've had them 2 or 3 years though. Quite easy to